Yo, what is up guys, Boy here. So Tony Yoka predictably stops Michael Wallisch in 3 rounds in what was a one-sided fight, as we expected. You know, going into this fight, nobody gave Michael Wallisch a chance. He was there to make up the numbers, and yeah, he was basically there to make Tony Yoka look good, and that's what he did, you know. We expected Michael Wallisch to be dealt with in this fight. You know, when he stepped up in the past, Michael Wallisch has come unstuck and he's been stopped fairly early. So when he fought F.A. Jagba, I believe he was stopped in 2 rounds. And when he fought Christian Hammer, he was stopped in 5 rounds. So we was expecting a Tony Yoka stoppage here, and that's exactly what we got. Tony Yoka, though, for the most part, looked pretty good. He was always in control, pushing Michael Wallisch back, trying to land combinations. I like the fact Tony Yoka does try to go to the body as a heavyweight, because body punching in the heavyweight division is a bit of a lost art, in all honesty. Not that Tony Yoka is a master body puncher or a guy who solely focuses on the body. I just appreciate he will try to, you know, change levels, go down to the body, mix things up. I like that side to his game. And yeah, we saw that in this fight. First 2 rounds, Tony Yoka was in control, like I said, landing the more eye-catching shots. You know, he was in charge. Round 3 was where the fight ended, and it was a good combination to knock out Michael Wallisch. He set it up well, so he threw a lead right uppercut, which connected, came back with a left hook, and then followed through with a chopping right hand to the head, and the chopping right hand dropped Michael Wallisch. Michael Wallisch, you know, dropped to his knees, and he really didn't want to get up, and the referee waved it off. To be honest with you, I think Michael Wallisch could have certainly got up, but he was looking for a way out, much like Dimitrenko was against Tony Yoka, and he wanted no parts of continuing that fight, unfortunately. But yeah, Tony Yoka got the job done in straightforward fashion. As a prospect, I think the guy's fairly good. He's interesting to say the least. You know, he's athletic, he comes in good shape. He likes to throw combinations with decent hand speed. He does have that amateur background. So in the grand scheme of things, Tony Yoka is a good prospect, but I'm not completely sold on him yet. I've got to be honest, I need to see a lot more. I have my reservations from what I did see in the amateurs, so we'll see how he pans out. But yeah, he moves to 7-0 now, I believe. And yeah, it's really onwards and upwards for Tony Yoka. Who should Tony Yoka fight next is the question. I would like to see him fight fellow Frenchman Johan Duhaupas end of this year. Duhaupas, been around for a long time, former world heavyweight title challenger, experienced, durable, he can go rounds, and I think that would be a suitable test at this stage of Tony Yoka's career. And I'm sure in France, you know, that fight would do good business. I mean, failing Johan Duhaupas, what about Tony Yoka versus Carlos Takam in France? That's another good fight. That's a fight I would certainly be interested in. And lastly, for those who don't know, there's another heavyweight prospect in France by the name of Raphael Tronchet. Tronchet is 13-0, carries a bit of power, and he's coming off a decent performance, well, a decent win against Ariel Esteban Bracamonte. Bracamonte is becoming a pretty good journeyman in the heavyweight division, and Tronchet stopped Bracamonte, something Romanov couldn't do, who's another heavyweight prospect. So there you go. Maybe you could have Tony Yoka versus Raphael Tronchet in France. So yeah, I'm looking for step-ups now from Tony Yoka. Guys who either have ambition or guys who can take him rounds. So the guys I mentioned, Johan Duhaupas, Carlos Takam, Raphael Tronchet, all good names. You know, you could throw Christian Hammer into the mix. I think that would be another good name for Tony Yoka to take on at this stage of his career. But anyway, share your thoughts below. First and foremost, what do you make of Tony Yoka as a prospect? Do you think he can go all the way? Are you unsure like me? Or do you completely write him off? Share your thoughts below. Peace.